Kohalayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokar Kwadash. My name, my name is Lamadia from the New York camp. I want to say double honors to the elders Apostle Great Millstone, Shalom to the sincere believers of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And in this video, we're gonna build on how we are the most high livestock or cattle. And when we read within the scriptures, the Lord makes a lot of analogies of us being his cattle. And when we read within the scriptures, we read a lot of terms and phrases that the Lord used toward Israel that are related to cattle language. So the first scripture I want to read is Isaiah 1:3, and as it read, the ox knoweth his owner, and his ass, the donkey, his master crib. But Israel do not know, my people do not consider. So the Lord is referencing or making a comparisons with actual cattle, such as an ass or donkey and an ox in Israel, because an ox and a donkey, they know and understand where the resources coming from, shelter, food, protection. They know where it comes from. And the Lord is making an analogy with Israel, but Israel do not know. And man's supposed to have a higher intelligence than animals. So the Lord is saying, well, the ox and the ass knows, but how come Israel don't know? And the Lord is referencing himself as being Israel provider. He take care of Israel. He give Israel safety. He blessed them, but they don't consider, the Most High. And it goes on to say, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Now it says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. And that's what happened. The Most High, he'll strict us and we'll be corrected, but we'll go right back to our old ways. And that's where we get the term stiff neck. Stiff neck. Matter of fact, before I read that, let's go to Exodus when the Lord used the word or used the term stiff neck. So Exodus 33:5. For the Lord has said unto Moses, say unto the children of Israel, ye are a stiff-necked people. I will come up unto the midst of thee in a moment, and consume thee. Therefore now put off thy ornaments from thee, thou may know what to do unto thee. So the Lord referenced Israel as being stiff-necked. And look at the term stiff-necked. Now, here we go. The term stiff-neck originated as a farming term to describe an ox that was difficult to control or stubborn. Now, look at the word stubborn. Could that symbolize Israel? All this symbolize Israel. Difficult to control. That's why the Lord called us stiff-neck. Now, real quick, let's look at the word stubborn. A stubborn person is determined to do what he or she wants and refuse to do anything else. That's Israel. So Israel is a stubborn people. They refuses to do anything else. The Most High say one thing, Israel refused to do that which is right. Now, that's all I wanted out of that. To go back to the definition of stiff neck. So again, the term stiff neck originated as a farming term to describe an ox that was difficult to control or stubborn. When farmers harness oxen to a plow, they would use a sharp spike to poke the oxen neck or heel to make them turn or speed up. That's why, and that's what the Most High did. Now it used what's the term? It's a sharp spike, and that's what the Most High did with us when when the Lord said, "Why should you be stricken anymore?" Verse 5, "Why should you be stricken anymore?" And that's what the Lord did to us. He was strict us, correct us, but we refuse to make those changes. So it says they will use a sharp spike to poke the oxen's neck or heel to make them turn or speed up. If an ox stiffen its neck, it will be difficult for the farmer to put a yoke on it. Now let's read the book of Acts. And we're going to understand why the Lord said what he said to Paul. Yahushua said to Paul. Now, Acts 26:13. At midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven, above the brightness of the sun, shining round about me and them which journey with me. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, this is Yahushua speaking, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. Now look at the word prick. See what that means. And I'm going to tell you right now, it goes back to Caddo language. Give me 1 second. Just the Greek.
Strong's G 2759. Kentron. Kentron.
So that's the Greek word for prick. Let's see what it says. Okay, it says one, a sting as that of bees, scorpion, locusts. It says animals wounds by their sting and even cause death. It says Paul attribute death personified as a sting, an example, a deadly weapon. Now, there we go. Definition 2, an iron god. So that's what it means here. A iron god for urging on oxen, horses, and other beasts of burden. So now look up ox god. An ox goad is traditionally farming tool used to guide or spur oxen pulling a cart or plow. It is usually made of wood and is around 8 feet long with a point end and a not pointed end that may have a scraper. The pointed end is used to motivate stubborn oxen to move, while the scraper can be used to remove clods of earth from the plowshare. So when the Lord said to the Apostle Paul, which he was named Saul at the time, why kickest thou against the prick? He was referencing toward the ox goad. Here's a picture of it right here. Let's use this. I thought the image would get larger, but see, that would be an ox goad. And what the Lord was saying is, the Lord is using the ox goad towards Paul, but Paul was resisting because the Lord. Let me 1 second. The Lord, Paul was resisting against the Lord. Here's another image of an ox goad. Now let's go to the book of Second Corinthians 6 and 14. And I'm going to close with this. And it says, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with, excuse me, and what communion have light with darkness? And what concord have Yahushua with Baal? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel? An infidel is that's a non-believer, a person without faith. So that'll be an infidel, a non-believer. So now let's go into the term unequally yoked together. Now let's take a look at yokes. So you see here you have two ox yoked together. Now let's read, why are cattle yoked together? Now here it says, why are oxen yoked together? Oxen are yoked together because they are both beasts of burden that are designed to work together and share the load equally. A yoke is a wooden bar or frame that joins the heads or necks or draft animals so they can pull in the same direction. Let me see if there's more. There we go, right here. A yoke of oxen was used in time past to pull a large plow or heavy load. Two oxen can pull more than one, whereby making the plow or the load easier to move. But also, when they are yoked together, they will pull together. The yoke keeps them in sync. Sync meaning in harmony, in uniform. So I'll read it again. The yoke keeps them in sync with each other so that one does not pull faster than the other. So the yoke fellow, let scripture reference us as being yoke fellows. Yoke fellows, because we supposed to be in sync with one another. So when it speaks about being not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, you're not supposed to be yoked together with a non-believer, because the ones you're supposed to be yoked with is the one with the same path, the ones that you are in sync with. Because if these two cattle are not in sync, what's going to happen is it's going to disrupt them from walking in the path or going in the right path. That's why you can't go. That's why you can't be in uniform with people in the world, because y'all both walking in different paths. One person's walking in righteousness and other person walking in wickedness. So therefore, you can't walk anywhere, or you can't make it anywhere. That's why scriptures say, can two walk together except they be agree? So your yoke fellow, or the one you're supposed to be yoked with, is another brother in the faith. So you could walk in sync. So that's what 2 Corinthians 2 and 14 on down is referencing to, going back to cattle language. And that's pretty much the point of this video. And Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm going to say, Kohalayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Akar Kudash, Shalom.